Alright, let's make some progress. So this is the fourth video of the tutorial on how to develop a trivia game with Google Sheets. So if you haven't already watched the previous videos, please watch them. So I have provided the playlist in the description. So once you watch them, then you will be able to follow this one. Okay, so in this video we are going to work on these items. So we are going to create a score, a leaderboard. As of now we did not fetch the timer from the sheet, so we are going to do that. Similarly with the question count, we are not fetching it from the sheet. We are not randomizing the questions, we are not randomizing the answers. And also one more thing, for the admin, we should remove the option of clicking the question and answer, so they should be able to observe things, so they cannot participate in the quiz, right? So we'll work on these in this video, rest we can do it in the next video. So the first thing is score. So here we are submitting the answer options. I would like to change that. Instead of options, we'll directly submit the answer text and we will match that with the question here, and based on that we'll give the points. I'll create one more column called points. If the answer is correct, they will get 1 point. So we'll sum that up and give the score. Okay, so the first step is let's do the score, then we'll do other things. Okay, so for this button we have linked the function submit answer. This is the one, right? So we are going to submit the text, I mean the answer instead of ID. So here we are already saving option selected. So when I click any button, any answer, sorry, if I click that on answer, so we are setting the color of the button and we are also saving the value to option selected. So we are going to pass this information instead of the ID. So the quest ID, and we are passing the option selected as well. Okay, so if I click this one, so it will save the value as option C. So in order to get the text in option C, let's write one more line. Option selected value maybe. Okay, document dot get element by ID and option selected. Let's put this here. Now it should save the answer. Let's reload. Okay, so we need to add inner text. Okay, this is good. So here we are fetching the value in that option and we are passing to the backend, which is Google Sheet. Okay, this is good. Now once we submit the answers and once the quiz is over, like we answered all the questions, then we are going to fetch the score. So this is where we are going to show the game over, right? So this is where we are going to fetch the score as well. Okay, let's add a simple placeholder. Later we can change it. Your score is. Okay, we are going to put the score here. As we are saving the answer and we are sending the data to backend, let's calculate the score here and we'll pass it to the front end, so that it will be easy for us to display the score instead of doing all the calculations on front end. It's better to do it here in this function itself. So here we are calling this function save answer, right? So I want to calculate the score here. calculate score. We have to calculate from the quiz screen. So the sheet name is sheet_quiz. So let's create a variable called data is equal to sheet_quiz get data range get display values. Now we need to filter the data. So I want to pick only the data with my email ID. Data filtered is equal to data dot filter if x of, so this is zero based index. In array it starts from 0. So let's consider column A as 0, column B as 1 and column C as 2. So x of 2 is equal to email ID. Let's log it and see if it is working. Okay, this is great. Now I want to calculate all the points here. If I add 1, it should show 1. So it has to sum all the values. Okay, now let's loop through the data filtered array and we just need to sum the points gained. Okay, here we'll add again x of 4. Okay, we need to, let's add one variable called score and score equal to score plus x of 4. Now let's log it and see. It is showing 0 1, which means this is considering as a string, but we need it as a number. So let's parse it into int. Now let's try. Okay, great. So if I add few items here, 0 1 0, so we should get the answer as 2. Okay, great. So this is working and we'll return score. Here in the save answer, we are going to fetch the score from this function and we are going to return it to the front end. Before that, let's log it once to see if it is working. Okay, let's disable this one and try. Okay. Okay, this is fine. So when I submit the answer, I want the system or the program to calculate the points. So if if this answer is right or wrong. So I want the system to calculate that and add the points here so that we can calculate the score later. Okay, as of now we are not doing that. As of now we are simply appending the row based on the data submitted from the front end. Let's create one more function. Check answer is right. So function check answer. Okay, let's pass the row. So I want to pass the last row. So we haven't created the last row variable for this sheet. So let's create that. Let sheet underscore quiz underscore wait last row underscore sheet underscore quiz equal to sheet underscore quiz dot last row. Okay, we'll store that value, but also we shall call it here, and we are going to pass that to this function. Okay, the reason is multiple people submit the answers, right? So if we take the last row in this function, before calling the function someone must have added the answer and we'll get the wrong calculation. So before calling the function, we are going to check the last row and we are going to pass it to that answer. Now I want to check the point. In check answer, now we have the row, which row it is, and we are going to check whether this answer is right or wrong. Let's save the IDs. Constant ID equal to, or let's do it this way, answer ID is equal to sheet quiz dot get range row comma column which is 1 and get value. Again const ID answer answer equal to same thing. Let's copy paste. Here it will be 2. Okay, so for now let's put the row as 4 to test it whether it is working correctly or not. The last one is check answer, right? Let's run this function. Okay, one moment, I forgot to log it. This will be answer ID and this will be answer. Okay, great. Now we have the question ID. I'm calling it as answer ID, but with this ID we are going to pick it from here and check if it is in the option A or not. So if it is in the option A, that means it is a right answer. If not, it's wrong answer. Right answer. Dot create text finder. So the text finder is answer ID. Okay, one moment, we need to let's set a range as well, otherwise it's going to search all the sheet. So get range A1 to A and find next. I think we got a match. So here what we need to do, we need to get the ID, index ID of this row. So basically what we are doing is, so first we are getting this ID and the answer, and we are searching in the questions which row is this ID. In this example the ID is 1 and it is in row 2, and we are going to fetch this answer from row 2 and check if it is the same answer which the user has submitted. If yes, we are going to give 1 point, else we are going to set the point as 0. Get row index. Okay, now let's run it again. Okay, now we got the row index which is 2. Now we need to get the right answer. So let's rename this to right answer index. Now we need to get the right answer. Sheet quiz dot get range of right index. This will be the row and the column will be 1 2 3 4. Okay, so this is not an array, so it will be starting from column 1. If it is an array, it will be from 0. Dot get value. Okay, let's check the right answer. Yeah, now let's check it. Okay, one moment. Sorry, my mistake. So this should be sheet underscore question. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's add a last row for this one as well, for the questions sheet. So this will be sheet underscore questions. Okay, let's fetch this again. Where is answer? Yep. Okay, let's pass this also. Okay, now instead of A is to A, instead of searching the whole sheet, let's put this so that we'll have a limited search range. Actually this should be from 2. So let's manually give the last row, set it as 5 or 6 something. Okay, let's put it as 5 for now. We just want this function to be working first, then we'll link it to the main function. Okay, this is fine. Okay, now let's check if the answer is right. If it is right, then we are going to set the point as 1, else it will be 0. Okay, so the answer is right, so it has returned as 1. Okay, if not, then we'll return as 0, and we'll put the points here. After timestamp we are going to put the points here. So once the points are added to this column, then we are going to calculate it. So this function is already there, and once we add the score, we are going to show it in the front end. Okay, here. So let's add a success handler. Let's create a variable called score. Initial it will be 0. Data let's put the score to data, and here we'll add the score. Okay, let's see how it works. The first step is it should submit the answer here with the points. Okay, it is adding the points, but the problem is it is returning 1 as if it's the right answer. This is my mistake. We have to remove these. Okay, let's try again. Okay, the first answer, let's submit. We should get the points as 0. Okay, we made a mistake here. We do not have the data until we save this information, right? So that's a terrible mistake. So we already have that information here, the ID and option. So let's just pass those things. Okay, ID and answer. So we don't need these two as well. So we can directly add ID. Okay, let's try now. Okay, submitted the answer. Okay, no error. Okay, great. So let's try the next one. Which planet is known as the red planet? Mars. Okay, great. Now we have the answer submitting properly. Now we can add the score. So we are already returning the score. Let's finish this quiz and see if we get the right answers. I mean, if we get the score correctly or not. As of now, we did not randomize the order, right? So still the first one is the right answer. I'm just randomly doing. Okay, game over. Thank you for playing. Your score is 0, which means the score did not work. Let's check the issue. So we should get 5. Okay, calculate score. Okay, let's remove these. Let's run this function and see. Calculate score. We should get 5. I forgot to log it. Okay, it is returning correctly. So we put this value in score. Okay, then there is an issue here on the front end itself. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's separate this part into a different function. Okay, so we'll add a function. Okay, let's put this in here and we'll call this function. Okay, let's try again now. Okay, great. Yeah, my score is 7. Okay, that was the issue. Earlier the data was not available, the score value is not available. even before that we were calling this block. So what we have done is, now only after the score is available, we are going to call this block. So for that we have created the function. So now this is done. So we'll go to the next one. I would like to do this next, fetch the timer and the question count. We'll do the leaderboard later, sometime later. Okay, now in the settings we have the number of questions and the timer. So let's fetch this and pass it to the front end. Okay, so timer is equal to sheet underscore settings, get range. This is B1. Dot get value. Oh sorry, this is for questions, so this will be B2. And for the questions, this will be B1. Okay, so here instead of 11 we are going to put it as questions plus 1. So let's put the questions as 2 for now. Let's see what happens. Okay, the next question in the front end we manually gave as 10. Yeah, we have set it to 10, so this is wrong. So we have to create one more variable here, and we need, yeah, the variable is already created, question count. We need to update this one. So when we get the questions, let's also get the question count. Okay, so we are passing the questions as well now, the count of questions. Now the questions will be data of 0. Questions count will be data of 1. Okay, great. Okay, so the number of questions is fixed. I mean, we are fetching it from the sheet. So now it is little slow, so I would like to change something. So here we are calling the function, right, with the success handler. So this one. So what we will do is, let's copy this one, paste it here. So if the question is less than the question count, which means if the current index, it will start from 0, right? 0 1 2 3. Yeah, so if the question index is less than the question count, we are going to update this anyways, so we don't need this in the function. So I will remove this one. So the success handler only updates the score when the question index is equal to the question count. Okay, let's check now. Now this should be little fast. I mean, after submitting the answer. Okay, now here it will be little slow. Okay, fine, right? We can do optimization later if required, but for now this one is also done. The score is done. Let's see if we have strike off. We don't have. Okay, fine. Score is done, fetch timer is done. I want to fetch question is done. I want to fetch the timer as well. Anyways, for now we don't have timer enabled, but I just want to pass it to the front end. So let's see, where did we put it? Yeah, here. Let timer is equal to 0. Let's pass it with the questions itself. Okay. And we'll set the timer is equal to data of 2. So this will be the timer. So what's the timer here? It's 5, right? Now we have to see 5. Okay, great. Alright, so this one is also done. We need to randomize questions, we need to randomize options. So these two are little easier than leaderboard. So we'll finish these next.